years. I don't know the missing link. Can you give us a
yeah, that's actually that is the main reason. That's one of the main reasons why this task force was set up in the first place. As you know, let me give an example, which I like to give always. In 2005, on the 17 tournament,
we won it. Yeah.
We won. And before that, we had the peace tournament. We won. And during that point in time, the mood and the atmosphere surrounding football in this country was
number one.
Was very good.
Top, yeah.
Everybody was happy. But in the recent past, I think everybody noticed the dismal performance of our teams.
Were you able to pinpoint where the missing link?
I'm coming. The dismal performance of our teams, especially during international encounter, is a cause of concern for the ministry and particularly for the minister himself. I think this is the reason why the minister decided to set up this task force to just take a look at the entire scenario. What happened? And in so doing, he is inviting everybody's opinion on this thing. Give the minister the opinion about what is happening. This push and pull that is happening between stakeholders. That's another. It has
never happened in our or if it does, if we had any of those things happening, it is always behind the doors. We've never seen such things.
But it is out now in the open.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We just witnessed this push and pull. For example, the GNOC saga, which was a very unpleasant, unfortunate incident that happened. And then we also witnessed, I think, the push and pull regarding payment of match bonuses at the West Coast. These are the kind of things that are undesirable. These are the kind of things that will not help football or sports in general in this country. And this is what the ministry or the minister wants to put a stop to. That is the reason why he has set up this task force, for us to take a critical look at what is happening regarding sports in general in this country, and football in particular in this country, and then with a view to come up with the right answers or the desired results to solve the problem. There are many problems.
Cesar, you want to comment?
Yeah, the thing is, this thing has always been, it has always been there.
Yes.
Because having been someone who, goes everywhere with the national side and been part of most of the things that happen around them, it's always been there. It's always been on the background, brewing up. I think it has come to a stage in which, it's just like, you can't just suppress something for so long. Eventually it's going to, explode. And I think that's the stage in which we've reached right now. And the stakeholders, with all the wrangling that has been going on for all these days, all these years, have decided that, you know what, it has to stop somewhere. And obviously, and I think the timing probably could be very right, because what happened during that press conference at CV Hotel and then got aired, and then the ministry also had their response, really aggravated the whole situation, in which, the minister probably thought that this can't continue. We have to have, we have to draw the line somewhere and make sure that everybody knows what is your responsibility. But more importantly, with the necessary backing and the necessary responsibility, with the capacity to do the right thing also.
Did you take the players' concern into perspective when it comes to that, what you are talking about? Because that particular case in point, we all know how difficult it is for individuals to go on national assignments. At the moment you leave the source of the country, you have to be paid your allowances, and that is actually, I'm not saying, but what we heard from the players, particularly in that case, I think there is something we need to, we shouldn't leave the players out of the whole equation.
No, they've never been out of the equation. I would tell you that we've spoken to most of the players when they were here. Most have a view. Most have communicated to us on personal views, and also publicly. It's on the record, which will come out at the end of the report. And even local players also have a view who probably would be part of this setup eventually. So, and if you imagine, it's just even the men and women, the local vendors in the market have a view of football, and they're also a part of the community. It's more inclusive than people would like to think it is not, because we are not leaving out anyone on purpose. Because it has been a carte blanche that we sent out, an invitation for people to come forward. Say the little idea you think could take this thing and our mission to make it a success and a progressive one, because that's what we all want, the country as a whole. So we don't want anything less. If we happen to fail somewhere, it's simply because, which God forbid we're not going to do, because we're going to do a thorough job, a very, very, very diligent job that I believe at the end of the day, with all the individuals we happen to speak to, and having come out, I mean, honestly, openly, and to be very fair with the mandate that we have, to give us the best thought they think is going to, I mean, get our football forward. I don't think we could fail in that, because it's an honest thing.
Sure. I think you've heard about some of those views from the PRO of the task force, that is Musa Sizeda, is multi-sports program. Masala also is joining us, the chairman of the task force. We will have a short break. For those of you who missed the Premier League highlights that we did last night, we will have just a small portion of it replayed for the benefit of our viewers. We will be back very soon. Ibufai will join us later in the program to talk more about the task force and what they have been doing here. I am Babu Karsengon. Join us in a minute or so. Bye-bye.
It's business as usual for the champions, but can the old master be upstaged by the new kid on the block as Chelsea prepare for Old Trafford?
Two teams vying for the top four. Spurs are off the bottom and hope to be on the up. But it's Dalglish's Liverpool next at the Lane.
Just 4 games in and Steve Bruce is feeling the heat. Now Sunderland face a visit from unbeaten Stoke at the Stadium of Light.
With Manchester United and neighbours Manchester City making scintillating starts to the new Premier League season, there's much talk of a two-horse race. But in recent years, it's Chelsea who've been the consistent challengers to United's dominance. The West London club are the only team to have denied Manchester United the title since 2004. It's the Royal Blues, not the Sky Blues, with the title-winning credentials.
For the 4th time in their history, Chelsea, champions of England.
This game comes at a good time for us, because both teams feel very, very motivated and feel strong. So hopefully this will be enough for the spectacle to be excellent, which I think all of us should hope for.
The Manchester teams are enjoying the publicity of the predictions that we're going to be involved in the winning in the league. But in the background works.
Yes, welcome back to the multi-sports program, and Mr. Salah, welcome back, and Ufai joining us for the first time in multi-sports. Yeah. Yes. At the end of the whole exercise, what do we hope to achieve in this, you know, whole deliberation about the development of Gambian football?
I think what the country will achieve is a comprehensive document that will explain the role and responsibility of the Ministry of Youth and Sports in the development of football and in the management of the national team and all its satellites bodies like the National Sports Council, the department, and also the Gambia for Goal, you know, because the ministry have a role in the development of football, and their role is very crucial, you know, as the government arm, and we're able to explain to the ministry, this is what you have to do, this is where you have to stop, and the GFA as the independent body responsible for the management of football, its roles and responsibility.
Yeah, I asked Mr. Salah, and then before we had Musa around, this question of where we got it all wrong. Have we pinpoint, you know, that particular missing, you know, link in our in the way we lost our way in our football development?
Well, We haven't pinpointed